What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ono. Welcome back to the All Top Podcast, man. I know it's been the minute. I know, man. Look, I promise you, the inconsistencies don't stop one day. I say that in every fucking video, but sooner rather than later, we're gonna get this shit together, man. But I got a lot of shit to talk about today, man. We're gonna really just get straight into it, though. First, what's been going on with me, man? Lately, I just been chilling, you know what I'm saying, working, hanging with the kids, man, processing all this beef, which we gonna get to today. Man, if you've been paying attention to your boy on Instagram or Twitter, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get my gains up, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to put in a little pain, man. Gotta get, it's the summertime, bro. It's hot as hell outside, man. And I gotta get me an AC soon, for real, because it's hot as hell, this bitch. Man, other than that, just been, you know, working on myself, still trying to find my lane and all this YouTube shit. It be hella shit I be seeing that I be seeing other motherfuckers do. I be like, man, I could do that, but it's like I gotta find the confidence in myself to, you know, get that shit together. So it's really a me problem. It ain't nobody but myself right now. My last video was out about the beef, so we gotta start with this, man. The aftermath was already over. The last video I talked about it. You know, I pretty much went in depth about how it started, but now I'm gonna just get my thoughts about everything. Now it's been over for a little while. It's been damn near 2 months now. I think it was a great time. It still has been a great time in hip hop, but I feel like the fans have been kind of like ruining the shit on both sides too. Like Kendrick fans, Drake fans, and even the people who just don't fucking like Drake at all, like the Drake haters and shit like that. I feel like they've been fucking this shit up a little bit too. The disses themselves, wow, I did like them. He won, in my opinion, because of the timing of his disses, what they contained, of course, and you know, Not Like Us was just a hit. He got the one hit out of all these records. Family Matters wasn't a hit like Drake. Drake thought that was gonna be the hit, but it wasn't. And at the beginning of this battle, I'm seeing a lot of people now saying that Drake already had lost before it started with Like That. That's just not fucking true at all. It's really not. Sentiment after Like That wasn't, you know, I did see a lot of people saying, you know, like Drake, he can't come back from this or whatever, but that wasn't really my thought process. I thought Drake could say a lot of shit after this. Like, Kendrick has laid himself very much bare and open in his music, and if Drake was smart, he would have used that shit to his advantage, but he didn't. K-Dot used, like, a lot of the shit that K-Dot said in this beef, I feel like people are blowing it out of proportion, because a lot of the shit that Pusha had said to him years ago with Story of Adidon in that first diss track, I forgot what the name was. I think it was Infrared, I think that was. But Pusha was saying a lot of the same things, you know what I'm saying? He's biracial, he's not accepted in the culture, you're hiding a child, blah, blah, blah. The thing is that Kendrick is a bigger name than Pusha. So why is people making it seem like it's a problem now? It's because it's somebody with staying power. It's somebody who's on that type of caliber as Drake. No, Kendrick is not a bigger star than Drake, but he's on the same level, especially in hip hop and rap fans' eyes, which is what this is. This is a rap beef. This is not a pop beef. This is not a singer beef. This is none of that. This is none of the lanes where Drake is clearly better than Kendrick, like in the making songs like One Dance, Control, or Hotline Bling. He got that over Kendrick all day, and no Kendrick fan want to hear that from him anyways, you know what I'm saying? And I'll have to say Kendrick won in more ways than one, and he pointed out all the ways that Drake was devoid of culture, how he was a weirdo, how he didn't write his own lyrics, and this is all stuff that's already been known about Drake. The people that are upset about it now is because it's Kendrick saying it, but the other argument I'm hearing is that he don't have no staying power and Kendrick is not as big as Drake. It's an argument I don't really understand, because if Kendrick is not as big as Drake, if Kendrick is not the same type of artist as, on the same type of caliber as him, then why is what he's saying stick? Why is it that people say he only ever lit off disses? Why is it that they saying he getting clout off Drake? If any other rapper did this, it would not be the same. If it was A$AP Rocky coming at Drake in a diss, it would not be the same, because nobody believes A$AP Rocky is on the same level as Drake. Nobody even believes he can rap with Drake. Nobody believes that anything he says would hurt Drake, dent Drake, or have an impact on him. It's because it's Kendrick saying it is why it's hitting right now. I just want people to realize that I feel like there's a very much a double standard going on right now. I've seen a lot of people that saying that Kendrick didn't keep it hip hop, which is cool, but neither did Drake. And like, I've been trying to tell people that there's more to the stain between these two guys that we know. It's more than they're letting on. It's more than Drake or Kendrick is saying on each side. Like, yeah, Kendrick said, I don't like you for this reason. I hate the way you walk, talk, dress, can't say nigga, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's more than that. Even though he very much laid it out in his songs what it was, but it's a little bit more than that. Not just Kendrick. All of these people that's coming out against Drake. Ain't no way the common denominator is one nigga and they just all don't like him for no reason. I feel like people is missing that. A lot of people are missing that point right now. That Drake does have some fault in this in some way. Another thing I've been seeing people say is about the culture and what exactly is the culture. How do you define it? And I feel like it's a lot of different things. It's been moved around so much because it benefits who it's trying to benefit at the time. In my opinion, what the culture is where you grew up. I grew up right here in Chicago, Illinois, on the low end. Brothers, sisters, auntie, grandma, mama, hella motherfuckers in the crib with me type shit. Cousins, all that. Cookouts, shootouts, like all type of shit. This is what I grew up around. This is what I know. This is all I know type shit. I'm not saying I'm a gang member. I'm not saying I be in the streets, but I'm saying this is what I know. This is what the culture is to me. This is what the culture is to me. But it's different for everybody. I'm not saying if you ain't grow up in this, you're not black. It don't have to be my shared experience. My experience is what the culture is. That's what the culture is to me. But if the culture to you is growing up in a middle class neighborhood where it was black neighbors, you had white neighbors, you went to a school that was mostly white kids, but there was some black kids, and that's how you grew up, then that's how you grew up. That don't make you no less black than me. That don't make you both blacker than me. You know what I'm saying? You literally got people coming out after the concert talking about how they was uncomfortable. You got people coming out saying that why is Dre on stage? Why is Rimble on stage? Let's just talk about the concert real quick. He had to pop out on Juneteenth. He had everybody that was LA from there. If you was from fucking Carson, Compton, Inglewood, fucking, it don't even matter, bro. Any part of LA, any part of California, you was in that bitch probably performing. He had motherfucking Rimble. He had Problem. He had the Blue Bucks Clan. He had Steve Lacy. He had Tyler. He had Dom Kennedy. He had YG, Mustard. Like anybody you could think of, probably that's LA. The only niggas he didn't have that was LA was like Game. That's the only nigga I could think of. And then Blueface, because that nigga in jail. But everybody else that's like local LA artists was up there. But he had Boogie. He had Westside Boogie up there. One of my favorite artists from LA ever. Like he's so hard to me. Underrated as fuck too. But the pop out happened. He performed Euphoria, was great. He performed 616. That was my favorite song he performed all night, because he was holding on to solo like that. Like that shit was just fire as fuck. That was just a scene. That was just a scene to me. I love that, and I love 616. That's probably my favorite song rapping wise in the whole beef on both sides. And he played Not Like Us at the end. He played that bitch like 4 or 5 times. Fuck him up. I'ma do myself. Why you put? You know, Victory Lap, that shit. Had everybody dancing on stage. Had the LA players. He had Lamar, Westbrook. LeBron was there, but he didn't get on stage. He had all the LA niggas. They took a picture, all that shit. I'm seeing people saying, oh, he had Dre on stage, but he talking about Drake is a weirdo. And here's the thing, bro. Like, let's really get into this shit. People don't believe the shit that Drake say about Kendrick because there's too much about Drake out there. Kendrick literally said it on 616. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace. You can't find nothing on me. There ain't no dirt on me, bro. The people don't believe you. The forced opinions is not convincing. Y'all need a new route. That's literally what he said. Like, that's what it is, bro. Which one would you rather believe? The nigga who has had no track record of domestic violence before this beef that Drake talking about he did, or the nigga who has a video out of him touching a 17-year-old girl while he's about my age, 23, 24, talking about I can't go to jail yet, but then still go on to kiss her and grope her on stage. He went out with an 18-year-old on her birthday. He hangs out with the fucking Jenners in their early 20s when he was in his 30s. He's done, and not to mention the countless songs of him talking about teenage fever, being a fucking weirdo, crying over girls that's half his age, talking about niggas. Like, it's way too much. And there's way too much on Drake for even his fans to not understand why the perception is going in the way of Kendrick and not Drake. You cannot be so in denial and be such a super fan to understand this. Let me talk about the stigmas between the two artists though. Coming into this battle, it was already perceived that Drake was the Compton savior, the conscious king, the motherfucking black messiah. Drake even talked about it on Family Matters. He said, "You just acting like the activist. You trying to get the slaves freed and all that," which was a terrible bar. I don't understand what's wrong with trying to get the slaves freed. I don't see and that's another thing with Drake. And I don't understand why his fans can't fathom this either. The stuff he says, being half black and half white, is him being biracial is already going against him. So why wouldn't you try and take the high road? In my head the whole time, all I was thinking was, man, Drake could use a lot of this shit against Kendrick. He could use a lot. Like, he could use a lot of these, the shit that Kendrick talks about in his music against him. But what does he do? What does he do? He wants to go to his previous album. Like, Kendrick even said the shit in Euphoria. He said, fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. What do you say in The Heart Part 6? Mother I. Oh, that's that song talk about you got molested. Bro, I get we taking low blows. I get the gloves is off now. He was already talking to your son, talking about listen to this song when you're 18. He's already calling you a certified pedophile. He was already saying you a freaky ass nigga. Like, I get it. The gloves are off now. But if we doing that, then why don't you at least get the facts straight? Like, that would have been such a crazy angle if what Kendrick said on Mother I Sober was actually about him being sexually abused and not his mother. So if you listen to the song, you would have understood that what you said was just straight out wrong. But when Kendrick is saying you're a weirdo and there is literal evidence of you being a weirdo and people don't side with you, I don't understand how you didn't see this coming, Drake. I don't understand how his fans can say that everybody's turning against him all of a sudden when there's plenty of evidence going against the nigga already. To close this segment out, man, I'm really kind of done talking about this shit at this point. If y'all want to hear more of my thoughts about the Drake Kendrick beef, I'm pretty much always arguing with somebody about this shit on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter right there, and I'll be in the spaces. I'll follow y'all back too, all that shit. Now, let's get to the real shit. So the Chicago Sky and the Fever just played. It is June 23rd, Sunday. It's their first win against them in like 3 games this season so far. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. Clarke and Angel Reese. That's all everybody talks about. Like, I feel like the discourse around the WNBA is so ass because it's nothing about the basketball. It's all about race, which, you know what? In a way, I feel like it is fueling the game. Not even in a way. This is definitely getting more eyes on the game, whether they're positive or negative, whether the publicity is good or bad. Any publicity is good publicity in my eyes because it got people talking about your product. So in the long run, with Clarke playing how she's been playing as of late, because she started off the season kind of, you know what I'm saying, not that great. You know, she's a rookie still. With the way she's been playing lately, I feel like she'll be like on a rookie team. She'll have a good second season when that shit come around, and maybe they make the playoffs, maybe they don't. I don't think so though. But I'm saying all that to say, I just want to get to all the shit that's been said about these two over the last like month. Honestly, all the talk around this shit has just been annoying as hell. Like, I really don't know where to start. But I guess we can start with the national championship game in college last year, LSU versus Iowa. Angel Reese does the, you know what I'm saying, the ring thing that Clarke was doing and shit. Like, she did the little you can't see me shit that Clarke was doing. I don't think Clarke did the ring, but I know she did this for sure. But she did that, and then people got mad at her, talking about she's an ignorant motherfucker. I see white motherfuckers on Twitter saying she bogus as hell, and she's a goofy, and all this other shit. Like, where we getting this from? Shit, one Clarke doing the same thing? Like, it be them double standards, boy. I'm telling you, like, people blatant racism be showing, and they don't even be knowing. It be just straight up ignorance rather than racism sometimes, in my opinion. CC is a great point guard. You know, she's the reason that people watching the W right now. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm not saying that Angel Reese is not the reason. I'm from Chicago. I'm watching Sky games all the time. Every time they on you on channel 13 in the background, I'm watching their games. But what I'm saying is that we can't deny that Clarke is the reason that the product is flourishing right now. Which is, I mean, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that because we got more eyes on the game and we really seeing the best WNBA player, Asia Wilson, ball out every single fucking game. Like, she balling out. She getting 30s. She getting fucking 25 and 10 every game. She done had 25 and 10 for like 12 games straight. If y'all haven't seen her stats. But back to this whole shit. She basically baby Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Female Steph. And the Fever have, you know what I'm saying? They got the Larry Bird. They got the Jordan of the WNBA in their hands right now. So they got to take good care of her. And I mean her teammates. I'm not talking about all the other players in the league, because don't nobody else have to take it easy on her but the niggas on her team, who really need to be pushing her, and they really need to be protecting her. Like, I'm saying, like, don't fuck with our, this is our pride, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a motherfucker that's going to take us to the top. She the best player type shit, even though Aaliyah Boston the best player. But does it help that she's white? Yes. Does it matter she's white? Not really. I mean, her game translates. It's been great so far, like, at least as of late. Of course it matters that she's white, but this is why I'm talking about the race thing anyways. They making it a race, or they making it a race issue already, and these two girls have just gotten to the W. Angel Reese said that Caitlin Clarke is not the only reason that people watch the WNBA. They also come to watch her, which is true. Sky Games has been sold out as of recently, but people make it seem like she's just hating. The tone of her voice in that interview did sound like it was like a little bit of scorn and upset there. But I think the thing is that she was just tired of people questioning her about Caitlin Clarke and not spotlighting the other women in the game, including herself. I find the discourse around her is just weird, bro. Like, it's clear she getting the MJ LeBron type treatment, but CC is like still a rook at the end of the day, bro. And like, she's going to grow. She's going to go through growing pains. Her teammates need to be helping her out. Like Matt Barnes said, like, where is her teammates at? When he was on the team with Kobe, he was protecting Kobe. He was on the team with CP and Blake. You fuck with CP and Blake, you got to fuck with him. Her teammates really need to be stepping it up for her. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that the W is getting more coverage. I'm not acting like I've been a day one fan of the WNBA. Like, my first experience with WNBA was probably Skylar Diggins in like 2014 or 15 or something like that. I'm not acting like I'm a very much expert on the WNBA, but the discourse around it now is very much from people who don't know shit about the game. They don't know that it's more physical. They don't know that Caitlin Clarke is gonna get her ass beat up out there because she's the golden child, and they want to take her down the peg. But it's her job and her teammates' jobs to help her. You know, help her build her up, and it's her job to show them why she was the number one pick, and it's her job to show them why I'm the best player and I'm the future of this league. That's all there is to it. Alright, y'all, on the shit I hate. This is a segment where I talk about shit I hate in my life. This week we're gonna keep it very short and very simple. Niggas on the internet. I can't stand people who just come up with ignorance. Like, people who clearly don't know what they're talking about, but they will still jump into a conversation knowing nothing just to get their opinion forced out there. For example, yesterday I was in a Twitter space and somebody said that Kendrick Lamar, I haven't heard a Kendrick Lamar song in 4 or 5 years. Did nobody play Kendrick? Bro, he has the number one song in the world. The reason that this whole thing is even a thing is because it's Kendrick Lamar and Drake. This would not matter if this was two other rappers. It would not matter. If it was fucking J. Cole and Drake, nobody would care. I guarantee you they wouldn't. Alright, y'all, on the recommendation today, well, I give you a few TV shows, a few songs. I ain't really got no shows this week. I haven't been watching no TV. Like, I don't even watch TV no more like that. So we just gonna change this shit to just songs. But, you know, I'm gonna still give y'all a few shows whenever I watch something. So the first song I'm gonna give y'all today is, fuck it, the whole Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album. Because niggas need to listen to it, and they need to be put on to some goddamn real shit. He was really talking about his life in this album, and y'all is going to see and realize that he grieves different. Y'all need to take off the foo-foo, and a lot of y'all ass have some daddy issues, and a lot of motherfuckers be going through shit out here. Alright? That album is nothing but flames. I don't care if it's not palatable because you can't handle the truth. If that's what it is, then hey, that's tough. Because that album is some real shit, and Drake ain't put out an album as good as that in years. Keep it a buck. Next, I got Static by Steve Lacy. That's a really good ass song. I've been bumping that shit since I heard it at the Pop Out concert on Juneteenth. And shout out to Rhapsody. She had an album that dropped early this month or late last month. And my favorite song off there is Asteroids. That shit a bop. But I've been fucking talking too much, man. I'm finna get up out of there, man. I'm gonna get back on my grind. It's just, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all real quick. it's my confidence be a little low about, putting out videos and shit like that. I don't really be feeling like I have a lot to say, but then I realize I do have a lot to say, but then I realize I can't really formulate my opinions on it sometimes. I'm rambling right now, but just bear with me for a little second, man. Follow your boy on Twitter. Follow your boy on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to the channel. What else I got? Is that it? I think that's it. But yeah, peace out, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. And comment, like, subscribe, all that shit. Peace out.